Hello, everyone. Tonight, this is Matters of the Heart. I came on. Hold on just a second, just to see if I can start this light up a little bit. It has kind of yellow here. Let's see. It may darken me. Okay, how's that, guys? I think that's a little better. I still look a little glowy, but I think that's a little softer for this space on tonight. Oh, I am here for Matters of the Heart tonight. We're going to talk just for a little bit because I said that I will be here to share with you all tonight. So here I am once again. Wanted to come on and just be right here with you all on tonight for Matters of the Heart. Hello, who is that? Hi, Karen. Is that Karen? Yes, hello, sweetheart. Hi, Lizette. Hello, everyone. So for comment in the comment section, guys, because I'm trying out something with this light. Let me know if how does it look? Does it look okay, or is it too bright? Tell me. Matters of the Heart is a whole different vibe. It's more of a late night vibe, so I don't want to look too bright, and I soften the light. But how does it look on your end? Let me know. Put my glasses on. I don't know how to do that. I have them right here. Okay. All right. Tell me how everything is. If you can text it there. So you all know last week we talked for a little bit in this space particularly, and it's just, you all know, those who've been following me for long enough know that this is our little cozy space where we can get up close and personal, just to gel for a little while, and to just to engage this particular space as it relates to our topic for tonight. And we're going to get right into it in just a moment. But we're talking about on tonight, stop acting pretty. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop acting pretty. My kids asked me tonight, Mom, are you going on like that? I was like, yeah, I'm tired. I am tired. But I said that I was coming on, so I am here. I'm on. And I said it is so befitting, particularly for my subject too. Stop acting pretty. Last night we discussed this. Last week, last Monday, we discussed this as it relates to mental health awareness and the traumas that we may have experienced in life, some of the things that we may be faced with in life, all of those issues that we have from our past, that we just continue to go through the motions. We continue to pretty it up, put on a pretty face and a happy smile. And you always know, I always tell you, especially our ladies, walk like you have somewhere to go, right? I talk about it in my book Intrigue as well. Walk like you have somewhere to go. So let's deal with that on tonight as it relates to stop acting pretty. Stop acting pretty. Stop pretending. Stop putting on a facade. Stop it. Stop it. Stop worrying about what someone else is thinking about. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. Let's just stop acting. Let's stop acting pretty. Let's stop acting like whatever it is that we're faced with is not really bothering us, and it really is. Let's just deal with those things. Let's stop pretending to get along with people that we know just don't mean us any good, but we put on this face around them, and you know how they really feel about. Stop acting, stop pretending, because all of this, guys, all of this stuff affects our mental health. We go through life, through the mechanics of life, putting on the motion of it all, dealing with it all, going through the cycle. but internalizing all of this pain of all of the agony, the unhappiness. I had an incredible show today with my daughter, my kid Javon, and you all can go and check it out on my page or at Real Talk Mary J, or either on YouTube. I'm here on YouTube as well right now as we speak. Hello, all of my YouTubers, and those of you that subscribe with me, thank you so much. And if you haven't, please do so. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. But I had a wonderful show today with my daughter, my kid Javon, and the subject that we dealt with today was anxiety and depression. And one thing that she said was that she can't fake it. She said, I can't fake it. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to put on a smile. She said, because if she starts to do that and put on that smile just because, she's going to have to go into that character, meaning that fake smile, she's going to have to pretending all the way through that. How many of us are just pretending all the way through? All the way through. Now, I'm not saying anything about smiling as it relates to, because I do it all the time. Listen, I can smile and embrace people that I know doesn't really mean me well. Why do I know this? Because I have discernment. And when I embrace people, when you embrace somebody, you can feel their spirit. You can feel their spirit. That's why, and I know this is not a Bible teacher night for matters of the heart here, but I would just want to relate it to this so you can understand. That's why the word God is to touch and agree. And so when you embrace people, you can feel their spirit. You can feel if someone is pretentious, right? You can feel the spirit of someone who's fake and phony. You can feel the spirit of someone that has a backbiting and backstabbing spirit. You can feel that stuff. You can feel that stuff. And I'm a touchy-feely kind of girl, I embrace people, quite often, especially people I know, people that I am familiar with, people that I am comfortable with in the particular space. I embrace people. But if I know that person is kind of standoffish, that person doesn't like to be touched, I don't. I speak, I may shake hands, especially when it comes to men. I speak from a distance. I always embrace. I do that to just guard my safe space and my energy, particularly, because I want to throw that out there, right? But when we say, stop acting pretty, that can really weigh heavily on your mental psychic. I think there's a bug or something I just saw fly by. That can weigh heavily on your mental psychic. It can weigh heavily on your emotions. And it can really, really cause you a great deal of stress, right? Always, because here's the thing, and I said this before, and I talked about it on last week as it relates to me even starting Matters of the Heart. If you go back on YouTube and you would scroll all the way through for Matters of the Heart, you would see me there basically very little makeup or no makeup at all, a little lip gloss. I went from the short hair and the big old glasses to whatever I feel like, that's what I do. I never have been a real makeup person, other than when I was really younger in my 20s. I make everybody face in the families for wedding, but I don't wear a lot of makeup every day and do that. And so, of course, when we get into things like TV and that sort of thing, you put on more makeup for television, more makeup for Showtime, and so on and so forth. But I purposely did it without having that much, because I wanted to paint a picture. I wanted someone to see, someone that may watch or some young women be watching from afar, from a distance, that will see that, okay, this is a professional person who's engaging, that has personality, and I don't see all of that extra exterior. I did that deliberately to really reach people. You know, we want people who are reachable and relatable. We don't want to have robots and have all of the mechanics and aesthetics all the time and think that's what it means to be pretty, right? That's what it means to be beautiful. No, I went from wearing lashes when I would come on for ministry to no lashes. I would wear lashes sometimes on Real Talk to no lashes. Why do I do that? Because there are times when I just not feel like having them on, or there may be times when I just don't want to put them on, or there may be times when I'm rushing and I don't have time. I don't have time for the extra stresses, right? So yes, of course, if you get to a level where you have people that can make up your face every day and hair every day when you get on camera, all that, that's phenomenal. That's great. But if you don't have it, I stress about all that stuff. You know, repeating outfits and that sort of thing. And this is mostly those people who are particularly caring about what people say, or what people, not want to post a picture, because we do that too, not wanting to post a picture because we already wore that outfit. I can't tell you how many outfits that I have hanging in my closet. I promise you that I never even wore other than for a photo shoot. I wore it for a photo shoot, forgot that I had it. And when it was time for me to do something, I went out and bought something else and forgot all about it. Like, we do these things. I have things that you would see over on social media in pictures of me in it, and I probably never wore it anywhere. Stop acting pretty. Let's stop acting pretty. And it wasn't something that I did on purpose. It was just that I had a photo shoot. I wore the dress, that raw dress that you'll see me back in the day with the short taper haircut. I never wore that dress out the house. Never wore it out the house. And I want to wear it. I need to wear that dress soon, something, just to have it on to say I wore the dress, because I'm getting ready to get rid of all this stuff. I'm getting ready to do something, sell some things, or give some things away. Yeah, I got too much that I haven't worn, too much that I've worn very little. So I'm gonna tell you all too, stop acting pretty. Stop worrying about things that are meaningless, things that we make in minor, right? We deal with things that people are paying attention to, and they don't have a clue, right? They're so busy trying to deal with their own vices, take care of their own lives. They're not really paying that much attention to you. So stop acting pretty. Just go with the flow, guys. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. That's why we have all these high suicidal rates and people dealing with depression as deeply as they are. That's why we can have a Miss America that would take her life as gorgeous as she was, as phenomenal as she was, as intelligent and strong as she was. I will go even further and say as powerful. This woman had so much, so many degrees, so many accolades, so many awards, so many tributes to her, just all around phenomenal. But deep down inside, that depression was so deep that she decided that she just didn't want it all anymore. So let's reach out and be a little bit more compassionate to people. Let's be a little bit more caring and sensitive. and choose our words carefully. Let's live wisely and not just so, you know, just easy going. It relates to not caring about what you do around people that you know that you can impact. Let's not be so careless in everything. Not to a point where we are just acting, right? Because I tell you all, I didn't think about all this stuff some time ago. It didn't even dawn on me years ago that I was actually going through the motions, going through the mechanics, wearing a mask, masking my pain, masking my trauma, masking everything, and pretty as can be. But under all of that prettiness, no one ever knew what I had experienced. I just had a way of doing it so well to the point that I didn't even know what I was doing. I and I don't mean to sound redundant about this, but I say all the time, I'm a meticulous kind of girl. I kind of like to dot I's and cross T's. I have an eye for detail. Yeah, that girl right there that will go over and over something, look at it over and over, read it over and over, you know, before I release it. That girl right there. But I got to a point because even on social media, when I first started coming on here, I did not want to be on social media at all. As a matter of fact, when I was full-time ministry, working in ministry, my pastor asked me if I would go on because he know that I am meticulous for details and stuff like that, to go on and to post every day and say things. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, sir. I don't, because, not that wasn't my job or anything, that I just didn't want to deal with social media, and definitely wasn't going to come on Facebook and that, right? But guess what? Here I am. and I'm telling you how I got here. I got here because I started promoting my daughter. She's a singer, professional singer, local artist in New Orleans. I started promoting her. And I went from promoting her to marketing, from marketing to working with politicians and that. So I had to be on, right? And then one day God told me to go live and to start going live to encourage others. And I remember the very first time that I began to go live, I was away on retreat time for myself, and I still with my prayer calls with my women. In this particular time, I didn't have a good connection on the line, and so I walked away from the resort where I was staying at, and God told me, okay, go right here off the water, go live right here. And I called it Wow on the Water, WOW, Wow on the Water, and did prayer live on Facebook. Never wanted to do that. Never would have thought that I would have been doing that. And I remember, and I have friends, and my daughter can attest to this. I remember and telling God, I don't want to do this, God. I don't want people looking at me. I don't want people watching me. And, people start critiquing you and watching everything. And, I said, God, I don't want to do this. He would make me go live every time, and I would be convicted and just get on there and start talking. Half of the time, I don't even know what I'm coming on to talk about. But once I get there and open my mouth, there you have it, right? So that's how I actually started doing this, you guys. It was to a point that I was so like not liking this till I would go to press delete. And I would say, I'm deleting this. I don't like how I look. I don't like how this is going. I didn't like that. I did that. I stumbled. I'm deleting this. And God told me, he said, oh my goodness. Right when I was about to hit the delete button, he said, vanity, vanity. I was like, ooh, Lord, are you talking to wow? Me? Vanity? Are you kidding me? Yeah, you. Vanity, vanity. And God began to tell me about me. And he said, everything that I have given you, every treasure, every gift, every talent and ability, I put it in you. I've deposited greatness in you, and I'm coming back for my investment. And it shook me. Shook me. He said, how dare you tell me what you're not going to do? You are being vain, and you are being so vain to the point that you rather delete what I have given you than to release it to bless people because you're so concerned with you. Talking to me right here. Me. Of course, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? You begin to do everything that God has instructed you, everything that he's told you, everything that he's gifted you. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Where are you? Because I know you're here and I know you're going to watch this. I'm talking to you because there is no way, as tired as Jay is, and especially at 10 o'clock at night, that I will come here in my pajamas, so in my pajamas, if you can. And look, in my pajamas, that I'm on here, I'm tired because I said that I will be on here. You know why? Because when I say something, I like to keep my word because I am a woman of my word. And everything that God has given me, I release it because I can't keep it to myself. I have to share it. I have to help someone. Once I'm talking to you, or this is for you. Stop acting pretty. Stop pretending. Stop just going through the motions. Do all that you can. Of course, look your best whenever, at any point. That's a part of my book, Market Your Product, right? Look your best, present the best version of you at all times. But don't get so caught up in everything, feeling like you got to get every single thing right before you get started, before you press play. No, do it. In spite of everything, write the book. In spite of every opposition, start the business. In spite of everything that comes up against you, sing the songs. Create the space. Whatever you have to do. I would have never thought that I would have been doing all that I'm doing right now. Never would have thought it. There was no way that I would be on social media, especially telling my business. Do you know nobody knew all of the stuff that I have gone through all years of ministry? Never talked about it, never shared it, never discussed it, other than with my close circle of ladies in Women of Treasures organization. That was it. But hey, when God gives you an assignment and he tells you to do, just do it. Stop acting pretty and just do it. So I'm on here tonight to share with you all. I've come tonight to share with you everything that's tabled on my heart Stop acting pretty, guys. This is matters of the heart. This is matters of the heart. What's tabled on your heart? What is it that you've been pondering? You've been unsure about? You've been waiting for answers. You prettied up until it has you stagnated. You've prettied it up so much until now you don't even know how to release it because you're wondering about what people will think. Stop acting pretty. Stop acting pretty. Don't allow the pressures of life to take control of your life because you are going through the motions and you're wearing a mask. Release it and let it go. I hope this is inspiring someone. I hope you are hearing this because this is it, what he gave to me to give to you all. I said I would be on, so I came on as tired as I am, just to share with you tonight. This has been Matters of the Heart. Stop acting pretty. You're already beautiful. And I want to say this. As it relates to pretty, I've seen some of the most beautiful people, gorgeous, fine, handsome men, fine as wine, so ugly. Pretty is an inward thing. I don't care what all this is out here, the exterior. Pretty comes from the heart. Pretty comes from within. Pretty comes from within. And when you're pretty on the inside, it exuberates through your pores on the outside. People see it. People see it. That's why you can have some of the most attractive people that no one really wants to be bothered with or be around because their words are so ugly, treat people so bad. And what turn off for me is arrogance. One of the biggest turnoffs for me is arrogance and pride. Stop acting pretty. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you all go. I remember years ago, many, many years ago, when I thought I wanted to date. After my divorce, when I was going through brokenness, and I was out at a restaurant with someone, and their engagement, the servers, was so ugly. And I really think that they were trying to be impressive. I really think that they were trying to impress me with, I don't know, their assertiveness or I guess their preciseness of what they wanted and how they wanted. I think they were trying to impress me, by the way. I was so turned off because there's a way that you talk to people, that you treat people. There's a way that you deal with people that tells everything about who you are. You all would never see and have never seen me act ugly with people, like blatantly ugly. And I'm telling you, there's some people that have mistreated me, that has been ugly with me, has scandalized me or talked about me, but they would never know because I don't treat them that way. And that's not an act for me. That's just my example of my humanity. What God, I don't know, it's just my nature. Because even when I want to be, I don't know, He just doesn't allow me to. It's just not in me. I don't know how to, I guess. And I always, kill people with kindness. And that's been the thing. If anything, they wouldn't like me because regardless of how they act, I don't show how ugly they are. I just keep being who I am. And I know I'm pretty. I know I'm pretty. I know I'm not acting because it's an inward thing. It's not an outward exterior. It's something on the inside that we possess on the inside, and it shows and it flows on the outside. So stop acting pretty and don't allow people, oh my God, please do not allow people to push you to where they are, where you begin to treat people the way they treat you, because then you will become very ugly. You will become as ugly as they are treating you unkind. So don't do to people what's done to you if it's not anything that you like or anything that feels good to you. Just let them be ugly. You don't have to be pretentious. You don't have to act pretty, but you definitely don't have to be rude. Okay? This is Matters of the Heart, you guys, for tonight. Stop acting pretty, and I'll see you on next time.